Hello friends, in this video I'll show you how to use this Google script for random question generation. So if there is a question bank and some selected questions can be selected for each and every student. So it is done randomly. Okay, so our task is to prepare a question bank, and when a student fill the form, they will be getting a question paper in through their mail. Okay, so this is a randomized one. In a class, if I have 60 students and I want to have different question paper for each and every student, it is better for me, like it is hard for me if I prepare all 60 different question paper. So instead, I can have a question bank with me, and using this Google scripts and all, my script actually will pick some random amount of questions. Like if I want to give five questions each student, it will pick 5 questions and it is going to post it to each. It will send us a mail to a student. So student just need to fill a Google form, their name, email ID and register number. And in the mail, like after clicking submit, in the mail, they will receive the question paper. Okay, and the script that we are going to use, like it is done by one of my colleague, Rajesh Babu. So this is a script we have written, and in the script, like we just like this in the script, like the questions will be taken in the form of text. Okay, so here it won't support this mathematical formula and images. If you want to use some mathematical formulas and images, it is better to have the image saved in the drive and we can use the link for sharing it. Okay, so come, I'll just show you how to do this process. So go to Google Drive and click on new folder. Like you're going to create a new folder. I just give it as some brand. Create it. So now I'm going to use Google Spreadsheet, Google Document, and a form. So Google Form is for getting the response from the students. Google Sheet is the base where I'm going to use the script editor. I'm going to use that as a question bank too. And this Google Document is the template where the questions will be displayed. Okay, so first I'll create all. I need a Google document, some blank document. And I need a Google spreadsheet, blank spreadsheet. And I need a Google form, blank form. Okay, so first I'll show you this document. So this document is the template where the questions will be shown to the students. So students will be receiving, this document will be converted into a non-editable it will be converted into a PDF format so that it will be a reference for us to, like students can make any modification if it is in the document form. So we have converted this document to a PDF, and that PDF will be mailed to the students. So this is your question papers template. So here you can have any content into it. Like I'll just give it as SRM, Institute of Science and Technology. Just a sample template for our reference. And I'm going to give some 5 questions for the students. So each student will get 5 questions. Now, this is very important. So all these things are up to our constraint. Like this template can be generated by a user on his own will. Now, the next one is the place in which the question has to be replaced. Okay, as I told you, this is the template. And in this template, Near this first, my first question has to be pasted. So I have to give it in this format. This is important. Okay. So this two curly braces first, F caps, IRST small letter. So this is the place where the first question will be pasted on. Okay. Similarly, I can give for all 5 questions. The syntax has to be as it is. Okay, so this is how it look like. My first question will be pasted, second, third, fourth, and fifth question will be pasted in the space. Like you can have any number of questions posted, like you have to use the same syntactic structure. That's it. Okay, so now the template is ready. And I'll just do this also. This is the place where the student response will be collected. I can give it as CD3, some examples. So here I'm going to collect 3 elements from the user. Okay, so always just focus the script. I'm just going to go according to the script. I need to collect the email ID, name, and register number. So it is better to use the same component as it is. When it is email ID, email e-caps, space, capital I, capital D without any space. It is an required field. And name as such, needed in the Google form. Required. Next. Register number as it is in this script. That's it. Google form is also done. Okay, so simple thing. Created one document. This is the template in which the question paper will be displayed, and this is the Google form where the response will be collected. We are going to share this link to the students to get the question paper. Okay, student is going to fill their email ID, name, and register number and click on submit to get the response. Okay, now the main task is to use the spreadsheet. This is your question bank. Question bank. Okay, so you can have any number of questions posted. My suggestion is post as many questions as possible. Okay, since this is a question bank where some random set of questions will be picked up, it is better to have a lot of options into it. Okay, when you are doing it, like when my questions is to, like in my questions, I'm just going to, like in my city, I'm going to give 5 questions each student. So if I have some 100 questions, it is easy for randomly shuffling the questions and pick it up all time. So if I just have 20 questions, most of the questions will be repeated for each and every students. So it is better to have a lot of questions. Now in this question bank, first sheet, I name it as question bank. And here is the place where I'm going to put all my questions into it. Okay, so first step, I'm going to create it as a random number will be generated and I'm going to rank it. And this is the page where questions are pasted. Okay, so questions I can have it as simple A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, something like that. Okay, so this is all ABCD or you're going to be your questions. Make sure you're typing your own questions over here. And here, I'm going to use random function for generating random number. So I can give it as rand of this. So this rand is a function. It is going to generate a random number for all this place. Till this place, I have generated some random numbers. And next step is, I want a question to be picked randomly. So I'm just going to use a rank function for it. Like I'm going to rank this random number from 1 to n. Whatever is the number of questions that I have, I'm going to pick it. Okay, so to use this rank function, I'm going to use rank, and I'm going to rank it from this place on and into this range starts from 1. This is my ranking function. Okay, and don't always use this autofill option. Click on close. Now this range is going to be the same. Okay, the ranking range is going to be the same. To fix it as 2 and to fix it as 15, I'm going to use a dollar symbol here. So what it do, it is going to fix the values and drag it here. So from 1 to 15, the ranks are arranged. 15 or 14, the ranks are arranged. Okay, I have 14 questions generated, 14 questions in my question bank, and the 14 questions are ranked according to 1 to 5. So when you refresh this, each time the ranks will vary. See, first I have 8 here, now we have 4, now we have 2. Again refresh, this ranking will vary each time. Okay, so this is the function that I'm going to use over here. Now ranking is done. Next step is to generate the question paper. So click on this place to create one more spreadsheet and give the name of the spreadsheet as question set. Question set, I am going to have a column called serial number and question. Questions. Okay, so serial number, like in my question paper, how much question I needed? 5 random questions is needed each time. So I'm just going to give the serial number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now this is the place where I'm going to pick the question paper from the previous question bank. From this question bank, I'm going to randomly pick 5 questions and I'm going to paste it over here. This is very important. The function that you write over here, that is equal to look up of this rank, A2's rank, comma, in this question bank, I'm going to select these 2 columns. Okay, both B and C column I'm going to select, comma, 2, comma, false. So this is the formula for picking the question paper from them. Okay, so the first questions will be picked. So randomly for B, for the first rank, it is mentioned as the question B. So that question is picked up and pasted over here. Okay, similarly, I'm going to repeat it for all the questions, and here this questions are selected from B2 to C15. It is going to be the same. Okay, so that is going to be the same. So each time when you refresh it, click on this, drag it. I got different questions. So each time when you refresh it, the questions actually changes. So this is your random question generation. So now you know how this questions are shuffled, right? Next step is how you're going to link it. How you're going to add the script editor at the back end and what all the process has to be done. Like the maximum was done over here. The next step is very simple. Go to Google Form. I'm going to link this form to that spreadsheet. Okay, once a student click on submit, then the script editor in this question sheet, in the spreadsheet has to get enabled. Okay, so what I'm going to do, like in the response, click on this button and click on select response destination. So it is going to ask, create a new spreadsheet. No, I'm going to use the existing spreadsheet, and that existing spreadsheet is QB. Select. QB is the spreadsheet that we have created right now. So we have linked it. Now, when you open the spreadsheet, this form 1 response should have added. Okay, so when the students, like whatever response a student click on over here, that will be connected and stored in the spreadsheet. Now go to extension. Okay, now the connections is done. All the remaining things are done. The next step is to connect this spreadsheet. Okay, go to extension, app script. Now, in the description, I have given a link for this code. Okay, so this is a GitHub link generated by my colleague Rajesh Babu. Copy this code and paste it in the script editor. Okay, again give it as DSCD3 name for this code. Okay, now like he tentatively created this. So I have to make some modification into it. Like here I have only 5 questions. Okay, it is given till 10th question. So I'll just delete this column. And you can edit your name here. It is his code. You can edit. And what subject is it, and all the remaining things you can give it over here. So here in this code, 2 more things that we want to edit is important. One is the Google template format. Like this is the template that I have generated for my form, right? So here you click on this. So this is your ID. So each document that you have in Google has a common ID for it and unique ID for it, sorry. So you have to select this ID. This is the template, right? So select this ID and paste it in Google Doc template. So instead of this ID, I'm going to paste the ID of my doc. And this is your destination folder. So destination folders ID, I'm going to like in which place your questions will be saved. As I told you, like when I have 60 students in my class, 60 different question papers will be generated, right? So there should be a place where these questions will be stored. So I can have my questions into this template, into this drive itself. So I'm going to click on the unique ID of my drive. That is this, copy, paste it here. Paste it in destination folder ID. So when a student click on like enter the details in the Google form and click on submit, then the response will be like in the register number of the student, a question paper will be generated and that will be stored into this place, and this question paper will be sent to the student through mail ID. Okay, so that is how it actually works. All done, script editor. Right. So destination ID, all done, and I have 5 questions. Now save this project. After saving, you have to run the script. So once you are running your script, it will ask for the permission, execution permission. Review permission. It will ask your mail ID for confirmation. Go to advanced, go to C3 and give permission for all, allow. Execution started, completed. So your work is done. Now the last step is you're going to send this, like go to send in the Google document. Now copy this link. So this is the link that we are going to circulate to the students, and the student will be like, I'll show it here, sample response. I'll just put it over here. Okay. So this is the student form. Student need to give the mail ID. I'll just give the same mail ID. gmail.com. Name is Liba. Register number, I can give it as 123 and click on submit. So once the response is submitted, go to this random file. See, 123 is the register number that I have entered. 2 documents are generated. One is your doc file, another one is the PDF. So this PDF consists of the questions. Some random questions are picked up and that is saved. Like this is the question paper that will be sent to that student. Now check my mail. So I got the question paper here. Since I have done it from my mail to my mail itself, you will be getting the question paper. So what does students do? Like you have to share this link and you can put up your restriction. Like when you want the student to do it only once, go to response, go to the settings and you can make this response as one limit to one response. So student will get able to do it once, like the student is able to fill the Google form only once, and only once the question paper will be generated. So this will make sure that the question paper is generated only once and it is unique for each and every student. And one more thing, like you can select it. This is the destination folder, right? You can share this folder with the students. Go to share, and you can do it here. So anyone in the link can view your question paper. Like this is a question paper. They cannot make modification, but they are able to view it. Okay, so give it as done. So the questions will be given to the student and they are able to view the question paper too. Okay, so that's it. This is how the question papers will be generated. As I said, like this is specifically done only for um, this question paper that doesn't have any images. It is just for text and there is no mathematical formulas included. If you want to include any image into it, my suggestion is, I'll show you something where I have it. See, my suggestion is to use this images here. Okay, store the images here. And once the images are stored, you can get the link of this. Like you can share it and copy the link of this image. And after copying, like it will be a lengthy one, you can use tiny URL for shortening that. And when you click on, like you can inside the question paper, you can directly give that. See here, you have this tiny URL in a question paper, and it will be all of text format. So you can copy this, you can paste this URL here. I'll show you the sheet. This is my question paper. So wherever I need an image, wherever I have that image, I have pasted it as tiny URL. Okay. So this is a question. In this question, I have this is my question set, question bank. Wherever I need to include a formula, I included the tiny URL of that link of that image. Okay, so this is one thing that you can do. So this is how a random question paper will be generated. I'll be sharing that code in the description of the video. Thank you.